What's up, y'all? It's Cali, and I would be getting up to film this, but I have a beast laying on my toes, and I'm not gonna move him because he's been emotional lately. And yeah, but we're just gonna do the intro like this, okay? Just a moment to moment type thing, you know? Anyway, so I hope you guys are doing well. And if this is the collective theme, I just wanted to take a minute to let you guys know that emotions are not easy to deal with all the time, but the easiest way to get through those emotions is to write them down. So get a journal or get like a loose piece of paper and write yourself a letter, or you could even just like write to yourself just a moment of honesty with you. Just write it down, fully detailed, because it's important for us to face the facts of what we're going through. And sometimes we get too concerned with other people's emotions. And sometimes we might be just perceiving it a certain way. And usually when you start writing it out, you might find a different perspective and it just ends up coming out of you. So you have to give yourself the chance to really reflect on it and connect to that part of yourself, just so you can understand it and move past it. And I hope you do that, because you deserve to just find a peace with whatever you're holding on to. Another thing that's come up in 3 conversations so far today, when you are finding yourself or you're having this time with yourself, patience and boundaries are so needed. And you can't feel bad or guilty about putting them in place and making people respect them, because you're trying to respect yourself. And you shouldn't hold on to the guilt or the shame that other people put on you for doing the right thing for yourself. Because you can't help anybody else unless you help yourself first. And that is the golden rule. Another really important thing is to kind of give yourself some distance if you need it. And say somebody's like gaslighting you, or you've had a history with a person that gaslights you, and you finally realize that there's been a buildup of shit like this that's happened with this person for a very, very long time, and it's now become this brooding pattern in your life. And if that person doesn't want to face it, distance is needed for your own sanity. And again, do not hold on to the guilt or the shame that they might put on you for finally putting boundaries in place that deserve to be put in place. If you're being open and vulnerable with somebody and they are gaslighting you while you're in a vulnerable state, that is going to do so much more damage than you standing up for yourself and potentially creating this space between you guys for a temporary sense of time. Rather than you belittling yourself or allowing yourself to be belittled by somebody else because of their own limits in thinking and feeling, or them gaslighting you in a narcissistic way because they don't have the ability to be compassionate enough in the way that you are, because they're not willing to accept that they need to work on themselves. We can't give ourselves to other people when we are fighting ourselves and parts of ourselves and we're not comfortable. But until people work on that equally, nothing can really be resolved. And I think we owe ourselves that space and that safe space within ourselves to work on things that might be affecting personal relationships, work, family, if you have kids, if you have pets, if you're stopping yourself from doing these certain things because of the past experiences that you've been through, you're not allowing yourself to live a full life, and you are going to be setting yourself back in doing so. So allow yourself the freedom to do whatever you want to do, and allow yourself the space to heal the right way for yourself and everybody that's involved in the situation. Another big thing lately has been giving yourself the time to heal is hard when we have all of these responsibilities. And knowing what responsibilities to ditch on certain days so that you are putting yourself as a priority is so important. Today, I'm not getting ready and I'm not doing all of those things because my body is literally like, let me rest, please. And the universe has given me signs basically to take it second by second, minute by minute, whatever your preference is, day by day. Because when you push yourself too hard, if you're somebody like me anyway, if you push yourself too hard, you're shutting down. And if I push myself too hard for too long, I will shut down and it will affect things negatively. So in order to not do that and to be aware beforehand so that I don't shut myself off and create all of this chaos for my own self in a destructive manner, I give myself the time and the space to heal, to take care of myself, and to do all of these things. And sometimes you could also learn how to reassure yourself in ways that you are reassuring yourself in finding a balance, right? So knowing when or understanding when you have balanced things out in a way that you probably wouldn't have before, and it's a way more positive experience. You learn to give yourself credit in the moments if you take it minute by minute, day by day, etc., etc. You feel me? I hope you're feeling. I hope you're keeping along with me, even though sometimes it's hard for me to find my words. But basically, just be there for yourself so that you could be there for other people. You get that good balance of being there for yourself and you then learn how to be there for other people. You can then learn from those experiences and those conversations with other people. And that helps you keep doing the work. It's like a continuous cycle of growth at that point. And it's totally possible. It's totally possible, but it's a full evaluation every day. And as long as you're honest and as long as you remain focused on the goals and where you want to go, everything will be okay. So I hope you put yourself first, and I hope you are aware of your emotions during any process that you're currently going through, or maybe something that you're battling from before. Maybe you're learning to let this go at the moment, and I wish you the best of luck with that. So write it out, get a moment to yourself to heal, and be there for yourself, because that's the most important thing. And until next time, love you. Be safe.